everybody. Thank you for being here today. My name is Diana, and I'm going to be giving the webinar today, okay? Happy Friday to all of you. Please let me know. We are going to wait just maybe one more minute to see if anybody else will enter on this meeting. Please let me know, meanwhile, if you can see my screen, okay? You can see my cursor move around, and if you can hear me, okay, please. If some of you can tell me if you can through the chat window, please, or through the Q&A part of the system. Remember that anytime while we are on the webinar, you can write down your questions through the chat window or through the Q&A icon there on the Zoom meeting. If you want me to repeat something, if you want me to, I don't know, ask any kind of questions about today's subject, okay? Today we are going to be speaking about the overview of one property, okay? That full information that you can see on ReiFax about every property that you just want to click on, okay? So that overview will allow you to do a full research, okay, for the properties either on your results after you have select all the parameters of your search, or the properties that you already have stored in your follow-up if you want to go to the overview and fully review everything that is there, okay? Please let me know, guys, if you can hear me and if you can see my screen so we can start, okay? And let's wait just for 1 minute more to see if anybody else will enter today's meeting. Okay, well, I'm going to assume that you can hear me and you can see my screen correctly, okay? So let's start. As I was telling you, we are going to review today the overview of the properties, okay? And that allows you to do a research about the full information contained in that overview. So I'm going to log in my account. Actually, I am already right here on this tab at the top. So this is my account. And I'm going to enter my follow-up because there is already a property that I have added. And I'm going to go directly to the overview of that property, okay? To enter my follow-up, I just need to access my main product, that is ReiFax Professional Dialer in my case, okay? It will take us directly to the search tab, but you need to select follow-up if the property that you want to review on the overview is already there, or if you already added the property there, okay? So right here, yesterday I added these 4 properties, and I'm going to go with this one, okay? So you just need to, from your follow-up, click on the address, okay? The line of the address of the property, and it will open this drop-down list. So right here, you need to click what it says, go to overview. That is the part of the system that allows you to do that research, and that is the part of the view today, the overview of one property. First of all, at the top, the address, okay, of this property, the days on the market that the property have or had, okay, depending if the property is still active for sale, like this one, okay, it is active, or if the property was already sold, how many days on the market that property were there, okay? You will also see the type of property right here. In this case, this property is a condo, town, and villa. It has 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms registered on public records. This is the square footage of the living area, year bill. If a property will have either pool or waterfront, you will see these words right here. If a property doesn't have those, okay, then you are not going to see either pool or waterfront, or just one of these 2. Now, right here at the top, you will see the ReiFax value. Remember, this ReiFax value will be the market value of a property, okay? that is calculated based on the comparables that we are going to review just in a few minutes, okay? These comparables are the default criteria that ReiFax use, okay? And right here below, you will see the median value, okay, is the value, the market value divided by every square footage of the property. So this will be the median value right there, okay? Now, the first tab at the bottom that you will see, okay, right here, or actually you will see different tabs, okay, for different subjects. This is depending of what information that property have contains, okay? I have selected a property that has almost every single tab that the system will give you. So let's start. The first one is the details. The details of a property will contain the public record information, everything that had been registered there, okay? So you can see lot size, gross area, living area, the year bill, the type of property, the last sold date, okay, and the last sold amount or the last sold price. You will also see the assessed value of a property, the bill value, and the tax value as well. On this side, you will see the number that we have registered that property on our system on ReiFax. Next, you will see the parcel ID, that is the folio number of a property, the status of a property. This one is active pre-foreclosed, okay? It's a property that I selected to be a pre-foreclosed type. It has waterfront, it's a building, okay, with 13 stories, one unit. It's the one that we are reviewing today, unit 507, right here at the top, okay? Subdivision name is Clearwater Sand Key, okay? It doesn't have a zoning like register on public records, but it is on Pinellas County, okay? Below, if we scroll down, you will see right here the legal description of a property, okay? Whatever has been registered on public records about the legal description is already there. Next, you will see the sale history of a property as well. Every time that the property has had a change, or the number of times that the property has been sold, okay, the number of book and page. Now, you might see these prices right here that it says 100, okay, 0, 0, and 100. This is not an incorrect, okay, register. That is the register that public records does, okay, whenever someone goes there and change any kind of particular information about a property, okay? Maybe they want to change, I don't know, the owner, if the bank took that property. So that is how it goes registered, okay? And by the number of book and the number of page as well with the dates. So it is not an incorrect amount. It's just what it has been registered, okay? And below, you will also see the owner information. That is the last part of the information on the details tab on the overview. So right here, you will see owner's name, okay? The full name registered on public records, the mail address, regular mail address, and if the owners have registered their phone numbers, okay, you will also see that information here. Sometimes, or most of the times, these type of owners that are trusts or LLC or groups, they don't register any kind of contact information on public records. And please remember that on the system, we only have phone numbers for owners and mail addresses, so you can maybe send regular mail, but they don't register either email addresses or anything like that, okay? So you need to either contact them by mail, okay, or you can call them and maybe ask email if you want to contact directly the owner that way, okay? Now let me scroll up and please let me know if so far we have any questions about the overview, okay, and the part of details. Oh, I have here Mark telling me that the audio is breaking up. That's why I wanted to check with you first if you can hear me correctly. Can you tell me if you can hear me correctly now, please? Or if you need me to repeat anything more, I will repeat it. Please let me know. It's better now, okay. Do you need to repeat anything here through the details tab that I was explaining? Or anybody else need me to repeat this part of the overview? Okay, so let's continue, okay? Let me just do a quick review here. Again, if you want to go directly to the overview of one property, you need to either go to search, select your parameters, and on the result, just click on any property that you see there, and it will open the overview of a property. In my case, I went to my follow-up and I opened the property that I already have there stored. Again, I just open the overview and it will take me here directly. At the top, you will see general features of the property, including the ReiFax value, that is the market value of a property, okay? If a property will be like this, that is active for sale, then you will also see the listing price right here. And the first tab, it will contain the information registered on public records, the legal description of a property, the sale history, and the owner information as well, okay? Now let's continue. Because I have selected a property that is for sale, okay, that is active at the moment or that is on the market, and in my account, I have the permissions that some of you have for agents, then you will see next this tab that it says listing details, okay? If I click here on listing details, you will see the full information that the agent have registered about this particular property, okay? If you are an agent, okay, or you have a license number, please contact us. Let us know your license number, and that way we can add this feature, okay? That is one of the features that we have for users that have access like to the MLS, okay? So right here, you will see on the listing details, first of all, these two links that I will show you at the end, okay? The IDX link and the realtor.com link, it will show you the information that is here below. So first of all, you will see the listing information and the listing price right here at the top, okay? So listing information will contain general features about the property, okay? The original price, okay? The days on the market, HOA fee, or if the property is in a financial status and which status. In this case, this property is not a financial status, okay? Remember that it could be maybe a short sale or a REO type of financial status. You will see the listing number right here at the top, okay? The status of the property, number of bedrooms, bathrooms, again, general features, the construction type, if the property will have air conditioner, which type, garage, okay, and anything else there registered. Then below, you will see the remarks, okay, that the agent have there about this property, okay? The full information contains, maybe right here you can read if a property will need, I don't know, some TLC or any kind of repairs were done recently, okay? That is where you can check that information. If you scroll down a little bit more, you will see the full agent information or whatever he or she have registered here, okay? And even the information for the office, okay, where he works for. In this case, Brian have left his email, and you have another email for the office and phone numbers as well for the office, okay? If you want to contact this agent. Now, right here, you can start seeing images about the property, okay? Remember that if you have this tool, you just need to click on, okay, right here. The system will open and you can see every picture inside the property yourself. You just need to go one by one right here, okay, at the bottom. That way you can just review all the information there, or sorry, you can view all the pictures inside or outside the property. This is helpful because if you need to see if the property has damage, in this case, this property looks really new, okay? But if the property will have damage, like the roof is coming down or something like that, then you can review every single room, again, if the agent have registered that information. And if you don't have time to travel to this location yourself, okay, you can click right here on the street view, okay? If the view is provided by Google Maps, then the system will open right here, the Google Maps street view, and you can navigate through the neighborhood like that. In this case, see, Google Maps doesn't have the view, so you can only see the map view like this, okay? So you can see exactly where this building is located. Or if you want, you can just open the map view to see the satellite view, or just the street side of this. If you change right here on this icon at the top, the word icon. So right here, you can see it like this as well, okay? You can zoom in, zoom out if you need to, and that way you can review everything. If the street view will be there, okay? So you can navigate just like you will do it on Google Maps, okay? If you want to close this tab, you just click on any other part of the system, and that's it. Does anybody have a question about the listing details of a property? Please let me know. Remember, there is where you will find every information that the agent that is selling this property has to register about it, okay? Okay, so no questions so far. Let me go on. Now, the next tab is the comparables tab. Right here, ReiFax will locate, okay, all the properties that by our criteria, they are comparable to this subject property right here, okay? So all of these properties will be in half of a mile away. They were sold in the past 12 months, okay? And you can see here the last sold dates, okay, and the sold prices for these properties. And the other criteria is that these properties are plus or minus 10% of the living square footage, okay, similar to this one. And you can also see that right here. So you might find, okay, in the same building, like this one, this building, another units, okay, like these first units right here. Sorry, one only, this one, the 208. These are buildings next, okay, next buildings, okay, or maybe another type of properties that are also condo, towns, and villas right here. So for all these 39 comparables, the system will give you the information about general features of the property, bedrooms, bathrooms, pool, waterfront, if the properties are in a foreclosure, the last sold price, the last sale date, okay? Now, let's say that you want to change the market value, because based on all of these, again, 39 comparables that the system is finding by default, okay, this is the market value of your property. But you want to check maybe more similar or more accurate properties like yours, okay, maybe either further away or closer in less than less than half of a mile away, okay? Remember that you can always click at the top on this icon that says filter right here, and you can select another type of property. You can select a bigger distance, okay? If you can go up to maybe 2 miles away, or to select a closer distance, okay? It is up to you. You can also, let's do it like this, okay? You can also select gross area, living area, okay? And try to change those parameters or that criteria that we use to find comparables. Year bill, close date. Let's say the closing date. Let's say that I want to see only, instead of having all the properties that were sold in the past year, I want to see only the properties that were sold in the past 6 months, and I want to stay with those. You can also select properties like yours, okay, that have pool and waterfront, selecting yes and yes, or properties that have the same number of bedrooms and bathrooms like yours, okay? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to select each bedrooms and bathrooms equal to. You can also select a specific subdivision or the same subdivision if you want. And I'm going to filter. Let's see how many comparables the system will bring now for me. 15 right here, see? So after I filter from 39 comparables, I'm only seeing 15 ones, and they also have the same number of bedrooms and bathrooms. So if I want to, I can select all those 15 properties, and based on my selection, I can calculate a new ReiFax value, or a new market value actually, okay? The ReiFax value is going to stay there the same, okay? Because it is by our default criteria. But if I want to, I can calculate a new market value by clicking on this icon right here, upper right, that says calculate value. And now the system, based only again in my selection for my 15 comparables, the system is giving me, based on all of these prices, of course, a new market value of my property. So I can start comparing this with, Okay, the market value, I can compare it with the listing price, whatever they are asking, either if this full ReiFax value or the market value that I just calculate. Right here, it is still better, okay? The market value from whatever they are asking me, okay? And I can also calculate that with the details, okay, or everything that has been registered on public records, like the assessed value of a property, bill value, tax value, or even the land value, if it's available. In this case, it's not, because this is a condo town and villa, and the land value is only available for single family type of properties, okay? So that is how you can start maybe checking if you are going to maybe have a profit, if you're planning to buy this property and then sell it. So you can calculate that with the market value, okay? Remember, you just need to do a selection, click on calculate value to see a new amount right here showing up. Any question, guys, about the comparables, how you can filter them, or how you can obtain that new market value of your properties? Let me know, please. Remember, anytime that you need to, you can write your question through the chat or through the Q&A part of the system so I can see it, okay? No questions so far, so let's move on. Next, you will see the active comps of a property. Different from this one, these comparables were properties already sold. These active comps are properties that are currently for sale at the moment. Again, these comparables are only half of a mile away from our subject property. This one, okay, they also have the same or approximately the same amount of square footage, okay, right here, plus or minus 10%. Now, the system is finding 10 comparables that are for sale, and you can see right here the listing prices, the listing dates, and also the days on the market that these properties have, okay? Whenever you want to check one of these comparables particularly, okay, for example, let's say that you want to compare this other unit, okay, that is also for sale on the same building, I believe, yes, same building, different unit, different even. You just click on that particularly comparable that you are seeing on the grid, and that will open a new overview of that comparable without closing the one that we are reviewing at the moment, okay? So let's wait for this to load right here. So now, right here on my left side, you can see that you have two overviews open. This is the overview that we were looking for, okay, already, 507, and this is the new comparable for unit 1006, okay? So you can do two reviews at the same time if you need to, okay? So you just need to click on any of the comparables that you see here on the view. Now, you can do exactly the same exercise with these active comps as you did it with the comparables, okay? The system will now show you this ReiFax value that is going to be the active value of the property based on all the active comps. If you want, you can select only a few of these, or you can just filter, okay? I'm going to filter for properties that are maybe, they have the same amount, okay, of days on the market like my property. So this one, maybe more, no, actually these two. So based on these two properties, I'm going to, again, calculate with my selection a new active value for my property, and I have it right here, okay? So again, you can compare the active value with the market value and the listing price or whatever has been registered for public records, okay? That way you can start calculating your own profit, okay? Any question, guys, about the comparables, active or properties that were already sold? Let me review the chat. Okay, no questions so far. Let's move on. Now, let's go to the distressed comp. Distressed comps, different from the comparables and the active comps. Right here, you cannot do any kind of calculations, okay? The distress of a property is the known debt registered already, either for the bank when they have the property in a lease pendants, okay, because they have debts, okay, based on the mortgage liens. So right here, you can only see all the properties that, again, are half of a mile away from this subject property. And these properties were or are still in a foreclosure status, okay? So right here, the system will find all those comparables by that criteria. And again, similar on the square footage, the system is finding, in this case, 12 comparables. And you can see all the information right here below. Now, you can see if the property is still on a pre-foreclosure status, if the property is maybe not yet auctioned, okay? For example, this one, see? This property is going to be auctioned on March 8th this year for this particular amount, okay? You might see properties like this one that were already auctioned, so maybe these are already closed, foreclosed, okay? You can see the same information here. Now, the properties that they don't have either an auction date or an auction amount, you will only see the last column that it will show you the known debt based on the mortgage liens. So these properties are still only in a pre-foreclosure status as well, but auction amount yet, okay? An auction date or an auction amount. That is the information that you will see again on the distress comps. Let's say again that you want to check the information of any of the properties that you are seeing here on the distress. Again, you just need to click on one of these properties, okay, at a time. Click on it, and it will open a new overview of that comparable without closing the one that we are reviewing at the moment, okay? So you can go there and maybe from that other tab, send a contract if you want to buy this property completely, okay? Right here on the last tab, you will see the auction right here, see? So this property, sorry, August 3, it was the date that this property was sorry, was auction, because it's 2010. So sorry, I read that incorrect, okay? So let's go back to the overview that we were reviewing. So you will see full dates or full amounts, okay, right here for those properties that are going to be auctioned or were already auctioned, or how much, and how much is the known debt, that is the last debt registered about any property, okay? Any question, guys, about this particular tab of the distress? Remember, right here, you cannot see any kind of calculation, okay? The system will take you again to the market value, because if this property, the property that we are reviewing, is in a distress, okay, that it is because it's a pre-foreclosed property, then you will see that information on this tab for foreclosures that we are going to review just in a few minutes. Now, let's move on. I don't see any questions yet. So let's move on to the rental comps. Again, right here, the system will find properties that are half of a mile away from this one, but all of these properties are being for rent. And now on the grid, you will see on this column for listing rental price, okay, you will see those amounts that they are asking monthly to rent these properties, okay? You will see now as well that the ReiFax value right here at the top has changed, because now it will give you your rental value of this property. So in case that you want to buy it, okay, and then rent it to have a monthly income, the system will tell you already how much you can ask to rent this property monthly, okay? Again, right here, you can do the same exercise for comparables and active comps. Maybe try to select only a few of these properties. Again, I'm going to select maybe, in this case, 5 properties right here. And if you click right here at the top, calculate value, the system, based on your selection only, and of course the information of this listing rental price, the system will calculate a new rental value for your subject property, okay? You just need to select the properties and click right here at the top where it says calculate value. Okay, now you might see, okay, that on the different comps tabs that we have open, either the comparables right here, okay, you see properties that are either blue or properties that are brown. Properties on the active comps, they are going to be green. Properties on distress comps, they are always blue. And on rental comps, again, you will see that they are either green or brown. These are the status of the properties, okay? If you want to review this status or know what is the meaning of the legend icon, and the system will let you know which is the meaning of any of these status, okay? So if a property is green, it's because the property is active for sale with an agent, okay? So it is listed. If the property okay, sorry about that, guys. I think that the communication just broke there for a second. Please let me know if anybody, can you hear me now, or can you see my screen again? Please, either Mr. Joseph, Mark, anybody that's here on this meeting with me. Excellent. Thank you very much, guys. So sorry about that. I think the Wi-Fi just broke there for a second. February is almost over, and today's Friday. I don't think that he wants to work today. So sorry. Okay, so let me repeat really quick. Sorry. On the different tabs for comparables that we were reviewing, you might see the colors of this property changing, okay? From brown to green to blue, okay? Or to green again. Those are the status of every property that you have there on the comparables. Whenever you want to check that information, the status, you need to click right here at the top where it says legend, okay? Upper right. And the system will open for you this tab of information. So if you see a property that is with a green color, that means that the property is orange, okay? Then the property is for sale by the owner. So it doesn't have any agents there and they are selling the property. Now, if the property is blue, then the property is completely off market and the property is only by the owner because the only contact of that property will be the owner, okay? If the property is brown, it's because it was resulted from a closed sale made with an agent. And that's why you will see it brown. It was a recent closed sale, maybe in the past 12 or 24 months ago. And the last color, it is yellow. If a property is yellow, it's because it's no longer active for sale. It was recently being for sale, but maybe it is already pending or under contract, okay? So that's how you can see those yellow colors there on the system, okay? Remember, to open this tab of information, you just need to click right here at the top on the legend icon, okay? Any question, guys, about this? About the comparables that you will see on the system? The last one that we are going to study is for B&B comps, okay? So these ones are regular rentals type of properties. Properties that are being rented either monthly or maybe with a contract, annual, okay? But that is the information for these long-term type of rentals. Now the B&B comps, it will show you properties that are bed and breakfast. So these type of properties are registered on Airbnb, and you can see right here either the type or the class of the property, if they are renting a condo, a apartment, a house, okay, or if they are only renting I don't know, a villa or maybe a shared room or a private room. You will see the information right here. All of these B&B type of properties are again half a mile away from this subject property. You will also see the number of guests that this property can host based on the number of bedrooms and bathrooms, okay? You will also see right here the average daily rate. This is the amount that they are charging to have these bookings per day, okay? And the last column is the occupancy rate that they have in this area, okay, to rent these properties. Now, based on this ADR, daily rate, the system will calculate for you your average daily rate as well. So if you want to buy this property particularly and then have it as a B&B type of property and listed, this is the amount of money that you can ask daily for these reservations, okay? Right here at the bottom, you will see the same information. So that is called the B&B value of your property. And this is the B&B equity that the property will have. Now, again, you can try to select properties like yours, okay, that we have, for example, the same number bedrooms and bathrooms, or try to either filter by them, okay, and select only those. Let me see if I can find some of here. Don't see anything that have maybe more than, oh yeah, no, here. So this property have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. This property too. Let's see a little bit up. Okay, I have here 2 more properties, okay? Now, if you want to select only properties that yourself, like yours, okay, have the same distribution, you can click on calculate value right here at the top. But this amount is what the system is going to tell you that is your revenue, okay? This is what you can expect to make if you compare this property to a B&B type on this area based on the B&B comps that the system have there for you as well, okay? So you can select a few of them, or in my case, I'm only selecting the same that, like mine, okay, that they have the same number of bedrooms and bathrooms. That is the only logic that I'm using there, this selection, okay? That is how the system will calculate this amount for you for your revenue. Any question, guys, about the rental comps or the B&B comps that the system will show you, please? Let me know through the Q&A part of the system or through the chat window so we can review that. Okay, no questions so far either. So let's move on. Now, because in this property that I have selected, okay, it is a pre-foreclosed property, then you will also see this particular tab for the foreclosure information. Right here, the system will let you know everything about the case that was registered for this foreclosure. So right here, you will see case number. This is the known debt, the last known debt registered about this property, the debt to equity percentage. This property is in a still lease pendants or pre-foreclosed status. The mortgagor, the plain leaf, right here, it is the ReiFax entry date and the file date, okay? It is the same because as soon as a property has been registered, okay, or the lease pendants became public, we have it here on ReiFax, okay? So this lease pendants, okay, P means lease pendant, was registered last year on December 19. So this property is a recent pre-foreclosed. It doesn't have an auction amount and an auction date set up yet. If you don't see it right here below in another point that it says auction date and auction amount, is because the property doesn't have it yet, okay? It is it is still on only a lease pendants. So the owner still have the ability to pay for this property and keep it. But actually they are selling the property. It is active for sale, okay? So that is the full information that the foreclosure tab will show you. We don't have, please remember that we don't have the links, okay? The information for the list is something that here on ReiFax you cannot find, okay? Let me know, please, if there is another question. Now, I also select this property because the property was on a probate type of status, okay? So it have right here the probate information. So you can see as well the file deceased person, okay? The publication date is when this property was published as a probate, the representative right here at the bottom, and the attorney information as well. Remember, the representative, they don't register their contacts. They want to be contacted through the attorney. That's why for the attorney, you will see emails, okay, right here, and phone numbers, mail address. So if you want to send either through the system, a mailing campaign set up there to send your own letters, or to use our postcard service, you can do it, okay? Or you can just send an email or a contract to the attorney or call the attorney in this case. That is the information that if a property is in a probate case or was on a probate case, this is the tab that you will see for those type of properties, okay? Any question about the foreclosure tab or the probate tab? Let me know, please. Okay, I have here someone that is raising the hand. Yes, please, can you chat with us? Click on the chat icon write down your question so I can see it, please? Or if, I don't know if you want me to repeat something, you raise your hand there. Sorry, I cannot see your name. Let me know, okay? You can chat with me through the chat icon. Just write down your question so I can see it, okay? As soon as you write it down, I will reply to you. Meanwhile, I'm going to continue. I don't see your question anywhere. So sorry. Okay. So this property also, the property that we are reviewing, this property also have debts and taxes, okay? It is on a tax delinquent information. So right here, you will see this tab, and you will also see the years that the property hasn't paid these taxes and the amounts, okay? The debts and taxes right here. So at the moment, because I believe it's past March that we are going to have last year tax information, okay? So we only have until 2018. So this particular property have this amount, okay, total debts and taxes. The full amount is right here. It is the adding these two amounts, so 2016 and 2018, okay? In this case, this is the last tab of information that you will see for this property. It has almost everything except for the mortgage, okay? It doesn't have a tab right here that is called mortgage because it hasn't have a mortgage registered on public records. If a property will have their mortgages, okay, because remember it could be more than one, then you will see another tab with that information right here. In this case, this property doesn't have it, okay? Now, does anybody have a question? Please let me know. I don't see your question, sorry, that you are raising your hand, or ma'am, sorry. If you want, you can contact us later through the chat icon right here, okay? Or right now, just ask anybody there, okay? On the chat icon, you just need to open, say hello. We are there from Mondays to Fridays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time, okay? Excellent. Now, let's move on. So these are the full tabs that you will see, okay, for a property right here. But at the top, you have another tools. You can either print, okay, any of the tabs that you have here, or save, okay, these particular tabs open, okay. For example, if you want to save the information for listing details, you can either print it and then select to save it as a PDF file, or just save it in your archive or your documents right here on ReiFax, okay? Remember that your documents are on your control panel. I will show you that with one of the reports, okay? Another tool that you have is the reports. So right here at the top, you can just click on reports, or you can see the full reports that you have there available. You have the property analysis report, the BPO report, the absorption rate report, subdivision or subnamed report, X-ray report, and discount report. To know a little bit more about whatever they do, please go to one of our last webinars about this, and they will explain you one of each, okay? We will explain every of them, sorry. Now, if you want to work with one of these reports, let's say that you want to save on your computer every tab that I just explained to you. For that, you can just click on the PA report, that is the property analysis report, okay? So right here, you can either select or deselect to send anybody, okay, the information that you just reviewed, or just have it there stored in your computer for you. So I'm going to select this tab and click on apply. And right here, the system will open this particularly file, okay? The report is right here, and you can see right here at the top, my information. In this case, it says the Daenerys Targaryen, sorry. I change this every day. Big fan of Game of Thrones. Email, phone number, your company logo. In this case, it's only Hello Friday. But right here, you can set up this, okay? And this is something that you can send to anybody, okay? So it will have there already contained your information. Again, this is on the property analysis report. So right here, it will contain everything. So sorry, let me see. It's now going down. I believe my Wi-Fi is a little bit slow. Again, sorry. Can you hear me okay still? Or do you want me to repeat, please? Let me know if I lost you guys, please. Or if you can still hear me and see my screen. Okay, I think it's back on again. Okay, so right here you will find the full information that I just showed you, okay? So the details, public records, legal description, sale history, owner info, listing details. If we scroll down, you will see the comparables, active comms, distress comms, rental comms, B&B comms right here. Then the foreclosure information, probate information, tax debt information as well. So this is a report that, again, you can either print or save in your account, okay, in your ReiFax account or in your computer if you click on print, okay? Any question about how you can open this type of reports? Sorry, remember, let me go back. You just need to click at the top from the overview, the okay, we are back on again. I apologize, guys. Some technical difficulties here. Can you see my screen again? And can you hear me? I was explaining you how to use the reports. Please let me know, guys, if you can hear my screen again and if you can hear me, okay? So the reports, thank you very much. Thank you, guys. So sorry about it. Okay, so the reports, again, are right here at the top. You might select any of these, okay? Just open them and review the information that they will bring you. Last week webinar was about this type of task that you have here, so you can review that webinar to check every one of those, okay? Now, if you are really interested in this property and you haven't added the property to your follow-up tab, so right here at the top, you will see this icon that says follow-up, okay? That will add the property there and you will have it there stored. So I already have it here on my follow. Let me show you. It is this property right here, see? 507. So that will add the property in your follow-up, and from here, remember that you can start contacting everybody. You can send contracts, emails, text messages, or a scheduled task for the future. The follow-up is a tool that you will have if you have an account that is professional or professional dialer, okay? Now, you can also add this particular property to a mailing campaign. If you click on this icon at the top that is mailing right here, you can create your own mailing campaign with a name, a particularly specific name, or add this property to a campaign that you already have selected, okay? So in my account, I have several. They are for tests. You can just send that particular property to that campaign and that's it, okay? Or create a new one. Or even if you select right here, this check mark, you can send postcards to this mailing campaign, okay? And then click on add properties. The full information will be there for that, how much it will be to send this postcard to this only property or to several properties if you go to your main campaign tab, okay? It's another subject. You can also review about it if you are really interested in the mailing part of the system, okay? And the last thing that you can do right here on the overview is click at the top where it says send document. If you're interested, we can send an offer right away, okay, because this property is for sale, so you already have the agent email right here. I can contact Brian, that is the agent, okay? So I can send him one of the contracts that I already have added here in my account, okay? I'm going to look for one contract in my account that is an as if that I use for test, okay, this one. And you can select to send, if you have it in your account, a contract with any additional documents like lead-based payment disclosure, proof of fund, and maybe an earnest money deposit as well, okay? So you can select it or deselect it if you want to, and that's it. Right here, you need to select your offer price, okay? So let's say that I'm going to send an offer for this property, and this will be the amount. You can also change, if you want to, the initial deposit, okay? Change your setup for inspection dates, acceptance date, and closing date. Your information as the buyer is going to be there already. In my case, I already have it right here. And the information for the seller is going to be, again, auto-populated on the contract as well, right here through the overview, okay? I'm not going to send this contract, but I'm going to show you how the contract is going to be delivered. Okay, so if you want to check your contract before sending, click right here at the top where it says preview, upper right. You need to have your pop-ups allowed in your browser, so the system will open a new tab right here, and you can review the full content of that PDF, okay, the full 12 pages in this case for this as is farm bar contract and the additional documents as well. So let's wait for this to fully load right here, okay? So this is the seller, me as the buyer, or in this case, Daniel is Targaryen, sorry. Property information right here. So right here is the offer price as well, 400,000 that I just selected, initial deposit. I also have my scroll right here, information, company title, okay? Again, this is only for test. The balance to close, acceptance date, closing date, initials, signatures, any check mark that you want to add to these contracts, okay? Any text, any number, any date, you can review right here and maybe modify the contract after if you need to, okay? So you can review all the pages one by one. Let's see if all, well, in my case, my computer is a little bit slow today and it doesn't want to work really fast. But you can review there the full contract, okay? You can review your proof of fund, your earnest money deposit, bank statement, whatever you want to send. And if you want to send this, of course, you just click right here at the top where it says send by yes file, and you can print it out if you want to as well. If I click right here on email, it will open this tab, okay? That in my case, it is containing the template for the email that I already create, okay? My particular template. So this is the information that it will contain that email. And all of these are variables. Remember, the variables are also going to be auto-populated as soon as you send this email. And click on send document, and that's it. The offer is going to be delivered to Brian, okay, by email right away. That is it, guys, for today's webinar that was about the overview part of the system. Please let me know if you have last questions. Does anybody have any kind of questions? Let me know, please. So thank you very much. And again, so sorry about those couple of minutes there with the technical difficulties. If you want to have a coaching about the overview or about any part of the system, please contact us. You can call us, send us an email at reifax@gmail.com, or open right here the chat icon and say hello. I need a coaching. Example, I need coaching. Oops. And we will say hello back and we will reply to you, okay? So I don't see that anybody has, again, let me know. If, oh, I have one question here. If corporate buyer, sorry, Mark, can you repeat your question? I don't understand. If corporative buyer, how do I put in contract instead of my name? Oh, you want to change the buyer's name on the contract? Yes, you can do that. Okay, see right here, Alicia is saying hello to us. Let me just close this for now. Okay. Good morning, Diana. How are you? We can schedule any coachings there. Okay, Mark. If you want to change the name of your contract, the best way to do it is go to settings. Okay, right here. So you go to settings and you select documents right here at the top, and you just need to click on any of the contracts that you have there. In my case, the contract that I was used was one MP Homeowner DRIA 2019. As soon as you click on your contract, it will open this tab, okay? Let's wait for this to load completely right here. It will open this tab, and right here you can change whoever is going to be either the buyer or the seller if you activate that option, the buyer on your contract, okay? So if it's a company, let's say that the company in this case is ReiFax, okay, like mine, Property Fax LLC, okay? So this is how you just change it. You can modify the address as well, okay? Whatever is the information there. You can scroll down and right here where it says additional info, okay, you can change your acceptance date, your closing date, and your inspection dates, okay? If you want it to be either 0 or 50 or 12, okay, whatever information you want there to have, whoops, 50. You can set up to check to send always, okay, or they will be like check out your additional documents, let the spend disclosure, proof of fund, or your title company, so your earnest money deposit with your title company, and then click on save, and that's it. That is how you will change your buyer information in the contracts, okay? Let me know if that answered your question, Mark. If anybody else have any other questions, you're welcome. Have a great day and happy weekend, guys. Okay? Let us know if you need anything. Remember that you can also watch these webinars on our YouTube channel right here. Click on YouTube on our homepage, or go to resource and click on webinars. Okay? And you can watch the webinars after. Thank you. Have a great day. I will try to contact you again soon. Have a great day. Bye bye.